What's up, guys? Welcome to the One Shot Effect podcast. I'm with my brother, Sacre,
Shout out, man.
and we are on the pod.
Thanks for having me at your pod, bro. I appreciate it.
No worries, brother. Let's see if we can live stream this at all. My only question is, do we use the same thing to live stream?
Hey,
That's... Or do we start it again?
start it again. How did the first part start? How did it sound? Sorry.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see, do we want to stream from here?
Can you shoot a normal recording, bro?
We just need to make sure it's good, I guess. Cool. Welcome to the One Shot Effect podcast.
Shout out,
My
man.
brother, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Shout out. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for making the mission, bro.
Thanks, bro.
How's life been? What you been up to?
Life has been knifing, bro. Like just grinding. The comedy that I was doing, kicking around, and yeah, man, just pushing the comedy side of my life.
How long you been in comedy now?
It's roughly about a year and a half.
What got
About a
you
year and
into
8
that?
months. Let's just say, bro, it was kind of weird that I got into it because, like, what got me into comedy is not because people told me. Like, usually you get comedians who will tell you,
Yeah.
I got into comedy because, a friend of mine said I was funny or family member.
Yeah.
For me, it was more like I personally got myself into it. And it was kind of weird because it was a spot where I was, like, glowing my life and things were going kind of sideways.
Yeah.
And somehow I was like, hey, I think maybe I should try comedy, you know what I mean? Stand-up comedy, but there was also signs in the past where I'd always watch a lot of stand-up comedy or a lot of comedy movies. That's stuff I was kind of interested in. So it was just me digging deeper into myself to find what I actually want to do,
Facts.
So, yeah.
That's a blessing, bro. Yeah, there's something magical about comedy. There's something definitely healing in it, and such a crazy transformations people can like have in their lives through embracing comedy.
100%. That's like just telling your story and hopefully people can just relate to it, you know what I mean? By just telling it as it
And
is.
even just for yourself to know your story, to know where you are, then you can evolve.
Yeah.
But if we don't like accept where we are and we just live in the future, then we don't really get anywhere, right?
Yeah, you gotta live in the present
It's like
moment.
know what mistakes you've made to then make right. But if you
100%.
don't, if you just escaping, not trying to like look backwards at all.
Yeah, that's true because that's a good point you made there. Because look at my own life. I've done so much sports, but like I played soccer, I played rugby. I was one of the biggest athletes in school.
Okay.
And if I look back to it, it's mainly because people, told me to do it. Like, you look big, you should try
Oh
rugby.
wow.
And I was like, oh yeah, let me try rugby because I look big, I look fit, I can.
Yeah.
Or play soccer because you seem like, I played soccer and I played with Vasco for quite
How
some
it
time.
looks.
Yeah, but then I sucked at it, but I didn't know in that moment that I did suck. I'll be honest, you know what I mean?
And it's not about that, I guess.
It's not even about it, but then, like you said, you look back to it now and you're like, what is your life? You're trying to get the blueprint
I think
of your own life, basically. So they can obviously decide with your present moment and be like, yo, is this actually what I want to do? And I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Comedy is what I want to do because if I look at previous things that I've always done, it was mainly because people suggested it to me. you know?
facts.
I never really enjoyed it, but I thought it'd be cool to do it just because people were suggesting these things to me.
So would you say like no one recommended comedy to you?
No one. Actually, come to think about my exes. Oh, sorry, it sounds like I got high, but it can't. It's not even. Hey, hey.
Yo.
Oh, you live in this? No, you're not. Okay.
We're just getting started on the live, yeah.
Shout out. It's not about that. It's just like any lady that I've dated personally. If you ever met one, they will explain to you. They'll be like, yo, this guy, whenever I visited him,
Yeah.
he always played like a stand-up, a stand-up special or like some comedy movie, you know what I mean? So it's weird. Like, but it's like when your girl comes over to your place, what do you play? What do you guys
Music,
watch?
bro. We
Music,
musicking,
yeah,
bro.
musicking. Okay. Or like some people be like, yo, movies, horror
Then the
movies.
homies on the Netflix and chill, bro.
Some people on Netflix and chill. I'm like, yo, nigga, I'm out here on stand-up comedy. You know, watch some Chris Rock.
I'm on my hustle, babe. But we're doing research. We're working together.
We're working together right here,
I think
man.
that's
You
important.
dating a stand-up comedian, so that's what you're gonna watch.
Facts. And now, do you watch as much stand up as that you used to?
Right now, not really, but that's probably because I've gotten a kind of like understanding of what a joke is. So now, even when I do watch stand up, I don't watch stand up from perspective of laughing as an audience. I now look at it as
Work.
yeah, as work. Okay, he did that. Like I'm analyzing the joke
Yeah.
more. So it's like it's more educational, I'd say, as compared to previously where it was more of yeah, I'm watching comedy because I want to laugh.
Fair.
Now I watch it as a way to educate myself and become better.
Cool, I
What's
think-
happening there?
I think we finna podcast as well, bro. I mean, stream as well. I think we're doing it all on this podcast, bro. Go big and go
That's
home,
wild,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yo, go big and go home. That's crazy, man. I don't know. Let me see. Nah,
Can even do an Instagram stream as well.
that would be good, actually.
Even like, I was like, could I add you or don't need to? I could.
Just the record. Oh, you're gonna edit it?
We can.
Oh, because I mean, it's still recording, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like on pause, bro. Like, yeah.
Sorry, right?
Fuck everything.
Right, you're supposed to
Let me
entertain
just
them.
check
You're
my
supposed to
phone.
entertain them.
I just want to see what else is online. I want people to know how many body counts Sacre has.
Facts. So, would you say you've learned a lot from your exes?
For my what? My exes? Yeah, man. I think every person that you've ever encountered, you have to learn something from him.
Encountered. I like that word, encountered, bro.
Like I've learned something from you.
Blessings. What have you learned from me, brother?
I've learned that you're a very enthusiastic person,
Oh, that's very sweet.
motivational, and I think I can use that in my personal life as well.
Blessings.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go back to the comedy thing. Let's circle back to comedy.
Shout out, of course, man.
Did
Did you invite me to the stream or something?
we can do that. How do I do that?
I don't even know, man. I think I should
Just join it, or
I don't know. Let's just keep shooting, man.
people can come through from here. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I should actually do this.
Yeah, whatever. Like we're no rush, bro.
Let's see. Felix Cousins.
It's crazy, man. Make me laugh, essay, bro.
Who's
What's
that?
up?
What's that? Ooh. Oh, make me laugh. It's crazy, man. Oh yeah.
Bro,
That's Prince, that's Prince.
Turn the volume down.
Oh my bad. How do you do this again?
Just turn your volume down.
Send the request. I got your request sent.
Uncoolance here as well.
I sent you a request. That's the one.
And then the only thing is, it's just gonna show like two cameras. But
No, I think it's not gonna show mine.
there it is.
Okay. Okay, I see. So, which means I should just exit this thing.
Bro, these sounds that we are getting is insane.
It's horrible. Alright, let's keep it. Let's
This is
keep it
chaos.
rolling,
I
bro.
love it. This is a great comedian podcast right here.
Shout out, man. Hey, if you came here to get some mental help, we're not therapists. Unfortunately, I think Felix will handle that.
Mental health, bro.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, guys are going through the most, man. Especially through this weather. Things are crazy, man. Are you restarting the stream?
I don't know. What y'all doing? At 15, do I need a girlfriend?
Do you need a girlfriend at 15, my brother? Dude, I'm 24. I'm just trying to focus on making money at this point. If you're 15, bro, like, hey, man, you've got a hand. Okay, what is that? Is that like a PG? Is there age restriction to this?
I don't know, bro.
Hey, but like, if you're 15 years old, I don't think you need a girlfriend, man. Focus on your math equations. Getting your homework done, bro. And I don't know if you got your wet dream yet. I mean, 15? You get wet dreams at 15? Is it 16?
I don't know, bro.
Nah, it's a serious question. Like, I don't know. Like, focus on you, my brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you need to bust a nut, then I don't know. I don't want to be that guy. Like, yeah, Sacre gave me the advice, you know. It's canceling because he told me to bust a nut. Hey, you're 15 years old. Focus on you, my brother. That's it.
Alright, let's go back to your comedy journey, bro.
Oh, wait. I don't know if you can see us there, but anyways.
You can.
Oh, is it?
Nah, bro needs to pursue his dreams as early as possible. Facts.
Exactly. Did someone just reply to that? That's my man right there. As soon as possible.
That's
Leave the
some
woman.
wisdom.
Yeah. Think about it like this, 15-year-old man. Once you have your money together,
Then
Like,
you can
you
get
don't
your
have to think.
funny together.
Yeah, you don't have to think about women once you have your money. But if you don't have money together, which I'm assuming you don't have, is the reason why I'm still thinking about women. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Do you think he's chasing the dopamine in women?
Yeah, you're chasing women and not the bag, man. Just get the money right. And I promise you, as you grow older and you get older, you're gonna keep hearing what I just said over and over and over again until you make your money. Yeah.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Yeah, man. Oh no, I mean, okay.
But
Funny
you
money,
did both, bro.
funny money.
See, like, you got your funny up and then you got your money up.
I'm working on the money. It's a working process.
But you've been working on your funny.
I've been working on my honey to make my money to get the ladies, 15-year-old man. Yeah.
Legend, bro.
Yeah.
So let's go back. What was your comedy journey? How did you get into comedy?
Look, man, it happened. What's 2024? Let's just say I started about 2023. No, 2022, mid.
It's a year and a half, right?
A year and a half, yeah. And I was just in a situation where I got kind of kicked out of a place where I was staying. Not because necessarily because of my rent or anything, but it's more because of the person I was renting with.
Yeah.
I wasn't working out. Like the habits were not clicking.
Okay.
So I was kind of forced to bounce out because it was getting really toxic. And I spent 2 months without a place. I was sleeping in a car. And then, yeah, man, I just came to the realization that, hey, I think I'm going to pursue something that I genuinely love, you know what I mean, doing naturally, which is talking. And I don't like talking about serious things, so I just thought, you know what, I'll follow comedy since I like to talk nonsense the whole time. Like, I talk bullshit. I bullshit the whole time.
Hell yeah.
So, how about I try comedy? And that's when I went online. I found out Vortex in Close Street. Speak to the lady on the Tuesday night, and she led me to a dude called Jam Jam, who you might know. And then Jam Jam, the comedian, came in the first mic, and that's where I started talking to my uncle, the drowned. That was my first bit. Yeah, so that's how
So it's
it
all
started.
because you met. Who did you meet first? So like you met someone who told you about Jam Jam or told you about.
Yeah, so first it started with me wanting to do comedy.
Yeah.
I had to search within myself. Once I got that right, then I went online to search for comedy club, and the only one that popped up there was Kloof Street, run by Catherine, I think is a lady's name. And then I contacted them. I went to them, and they led me to Jam Jam, who used to run an open mic at a place called Mojito, and that's where I started my comedy journey about a year and a half ago.
And look at you now, bro.
It's been a blessing, man.
And how does it feel to be where you are now? Did you think you would be where you are now? And do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like you've made some progress? Do you feel like this is touching the tip of the iceberg?
Yeah, so I'm really like not where I envisioned myself to be at right now. Not in a bad way, in a very good way. I'm at a point where I'm now going to be opening some shows for people, like big names like CSA, who you might know, 2 times Comic Award winning, award Comic of the Year in South Africa.
Yeah.
I'll be opening for him. I've done a few shows. I'm getting some more bookings. Like, I wasn't expecting all these things to happen within a space of a year and a half. I was more aiming for like 3 years or 4 years down the line to start getting bookings and opening for people. And so for me to be up at now, I feel like it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing indeed.
How did the blessings come about?
Through work. I won't lie. Work, writing, repeating, going to the clubs every single night, telling the joke, dying, rewriting the joke, dying, getting some laughters, building the joke. And then you just happen to be in a room with the people that are listening to you. And then they're hearing you.
And the brains are communicating.
How you handle
they
yourself.
can give suggestion on a joke even. Or
Yeah, they can give you some tips on how you can become better at it or whatever. And they hear you. They see the energy you are putting up there on the stage. And that's how these opportunities start to come to you. It's through the work.
Yeah. And have you always had that attitude with work?
Funny enough, work in what way? Like working for someone?
I don't know. You talk about that work, and I think a lot of comics don't maybe see it as don't take it seriously. Like what like do you think you take comedy more seriously than other comics, or how much work does it really take to become a comedian?
I think anyone that calls himself a comedian knows that telling a joke is a job. Like, we do it for a living, you know what I mean? So how serious I take it? 100%. And I go on stage, I've got to be on the right mind. because
How do you prepare?
so I prepare for a set at home already before I even step onto the stage. I did it at home, but when I am about to go on stage, I like to have that silent 2 minutes, 3 minutes before stage,
Wow.
where I get myself in the right mind because you're trying to get people to laugh here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're trying to say things that's gonna trigger them to laugh. So, and sometimes I'm sure you've been in situations where you've seen someone go on stage and they say something and people are like, oh my god, how did you even?
Right.
Oh my goodness, you know what I mean? And that's not even the people's intention. Like they're not intent. The intention wasn't to get on stage and hurt your feelings or anyone's feelings.
100%. 100%.
So it's man. I think a sense of humor is crazy.
I was recently at a show in Observatory. It was a women's only lineup of comedy.
Yeah.
Laura,
Women's
you know
Month,
Laura?
August. Yeah.
And there was a comedian from America and she made a racial joke and the South African audience went quiet. What is your thoughts on racial humor in South Africa? And
Look, I think a sense of humor is a sense of humor, Felix. That's
Yeah.
it, man. Like,
and it's
I guess
about
there's
intention,
something-
I think.
it's
right?
never, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one goes into the stage trying to hurt someone. You know what I mean? We go on stage because you think you are funny.
Facts.
Someone told you you're funny. You think you are funny. Hence is why it's called a comedy stand-up show. That's why we wanted to try it out. So when someone tells a joke and someone feels offended, just know that there's someone out there that might find it funny.
Facts. And so it's maybe staying true to the joke. You can't people please too much and you can't pander too much.
Yeah.
And it's really finding what you find funny
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
without offending anyone. Do you
so
worry about offending anyone?
I do kind of worry about it a little bit because I'm conscious of what's happening around me.
Yeah.
For example, I can't make too much gay jokes, and I can. I mean, I've got gay jokes that I do tell on stage, but you don't want to sound like you're attacking the fucking community or something like you hate these people. You're just trying to tell a joke because it's your perspective, you know what I mean? Or you're releasing something that you see as funny, but again, you're not trying to offend anyone.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to make. What
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
mean?
How have you found that? What have you learned about like what offends people and
It's learning the society.
do you find
what's
different
happening.
crowds are different or
Yeah, I think with being me, I find funny enough black crowd is like very difficult to me, man. I don't know why, but I'm working on it. But it's not even because you're offending them, it's because I sound like this and they see me and they're like, but who are you? So it's not even a matter of black crowd, it's just a matter of me finding my voice to explain to these people why I am like this. You know what I mean?
oh, it's
I
providing
haven't-
context.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point.
Right, I mean
where-
things aren't funny unless we know why they're funny, right?
Exactly. But in the same time, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes I go on stage and I find an audience difficult, and it turns out that maybe it's because I'm not explaining why I sound like this in a funny way. I haven't brought them into my world as much as I possibly could. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Because I go and say it's a black guy from Congo, but then I sound like this. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Why do you sound like this? Where did you learn this? And you can't just give them straight answers. You got to tell these answers in a funny way.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
Facts.
it's just a working process, I'd say.
Yeah, and would you say that's been quite a journey to how did you how did you plan to progress that skill? Because I think a lot of people don't realize they're working on that conversation skill or that humor skill, even telling jokes with your friends, right?
Yeah.
But like, when does it separate? Like, what is the difference between telling a joke with friends and family versus telling a joke on stage? And like, how do you separate that?
There's a confidence that comes with it as well. I would say there's a big confidence that comes with it. But how you separate that is understanding that what my friends, because you hear people say your friend thinks you're funny, that's why you tell
Yeah.
jokes to stage.
Right.
And you get on stage and like, yo, dude, no one is laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what just happened? What? I just told my friend that joke and he
Yeah,
laughed.
yeah,
My
yeah.
girlfriend laughed at
And
that
it's the
joke.
context.
Yeah, so it's like, no, yes, understanding where
If your
you
friend
are.
knows you, maybe that adds. to the
Yeah, so
context.
that adds to like the reason why.
So it's that inside joke thing.
It's like an inside joke because we both think alike, and I crack a joke about something, and you're like, ah. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell it on stage, and people are like, yo, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's a sense of humor is very broad. it's natural, man. Can't force a sense of humor. I think if you're funny, like people always ask, how do you get into comedy, and how do you write a joke? I think it's very easy if you just naturally.
If
funny.
you want to.
Yeah, like even if you want to, it's much easier if you're already all funny, like just naturally just talk shit. You've got the confidence, you just go on stage, grab the mic and start talking. It's so much easier.
Keep
But
it
then if you
personable.
don't have, yeah, but if you don't, because then what happens is you start to get topics, naturally getting topics.
Yeah.
And then you start to write those topics, it's much easier. But for someone that doesn't have a natural sense of humor, then they have to go through understanding what a sense of humor is, how to write a joke, and then go literally step by step by step, and then eventually, like, somehow, by the grace of God, they get there, we get the formula.
Bro, I feel like you don't even know how you ended up here, bro.
Yes,
you think
yes,
you would have
crazy.
been here a year and a half ago, dog?
Yo, dude, I
Life's
know.
a trip, huh?
Huh? Life is a big show, bro. I was a minute ago, like, few minutes ago, I was in Kraffenstein. I was in Peru, Kraffenstein.
Yeah, that's actually what I want to talk about, is all the places you've lived, because this is one of your biggest bits, right?
Oh yeah, it's one of my biggest bits. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, that's like what I remember mostly from you, is I think all the different house numbers you've lived in, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious what people can expect to hear in your show that's coming up.
A show that's coming up. I'm trying to bring the comedy more towards my family now. So I'm writing more about my uncle, more about my mother, my father.
Wow.
I'm writing more about like things that are more personal.
Do you think that's you maturing in your comedy in some sense, or
It's just me
evolving,
realizing,
changing?
yeah, because I think the bits that I used to tell are funny bits, but it's like bits that are like, it's a joke.
You've outgrown in some way, or
No, I mean I'm still gonna use it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing those away. but at the end of the day, you're trying to write a show.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You're trying to write an actual show.
Yeah.
A show's about an hour, hour and a half.
yeah,
So you can't
That's a
just
challenge.
yeah, it's a challenge. So you're telling the joke, and as soon as you see that it's working in different multiple rooms, whether it's around white people, black people, colored people, Indians, Congolese people, Xhosa people, if you see the joke is cracking around every single person that you're around,
yeah,
then you're like, okay, I think this joke is actually, it's fine. It's working.
yeah,
It's time to move on to the next step.
yeah.
What's the next step? I've been talking about where I've lived. That's personal. I've talked about how women treat me in McDonald's. That's personal. And I've spoken about how I sound. That's personal. Colored people. That's what I've seen. How about I talk more about my family?
It's giving context. Which
Yeah.
is like, it's giving context to like how you developed your sense of humor almost. Or no.
I'm blind. I'm lost.
No, I mean like the more you open up and you about your stories, the more that like kind of understand the depths of your sense of humor, I guess.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
the
and
more you bring the people closer to you,
Yeah.
to understand the kind of person you are.
Yeah, I think so, right? I think a good comedian knows who they are.
Yeah.
A good comedian tells you who they are, and it brings you in to that closeness, like that. You know, it's we don't often laugh at a complete stranger, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact that comedians they say the quickest way to connect someone is through a laugh, right?
Yeah.
And so
Laughter's a bit medicine. I don't know. Yeah.
besides actual medicine,
Yeah.
laughter's the best medicine.
Yeah,
besides
that's-
actual medicine.
Besides actual medicine. Oh no, I didn't know that.
I mean,
part.
actual medicine's pretty good too, bro.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, but I mean, a good laughter when you're about to die, it wouldn't hurt, bro.
there we go,
Yeah.
bro.
And you die, bro. Like, come on, come on. You took the best pull before dying, bro. You never know going to
Dude,
hell.
you get these mushrooms that they give you they make you laugh,
Okay.
but then you die.
Oh, what kind of mushrooms are those?
I don't know, bro, but don't eat those mushrooms, kids.
Yo, don't do that, man. I don't even smoke weed anymore. I used to fuck with weed. I don't fuck with weed anymore.
What
bro.
what was that journey
stopped.
like, bro?
I was smoking weed. Oh man,
What got you into that, bro?
what got me into it?
Yeah. Apparently they say it
just
can
chilling.
help you write better jokes.
I mean, people say that, but like, it wasn't. I used to smoke weed because I thought it was cool, man. You know, chilling around people that smoke, and then you're like, yeah, my lip. Day one, you're like, I don't do this. Just keep it away from me. I don't smoke. Day 2, you're like, ah, man, like, I don't just keep. Day 3 is like, hey, I said, well. Day 4, you find yourself with a blunt and you're smoking it and you think it's cool for the first time because you get this high and you do it for quite some time. You start to realize, hey, man, I think it's getting quite boring now. I should probably just stop with this weed thing. About 2 years ago, I got high this one time, man, and it was bad.
Tell us the story, bro. How much did you have?
Dude,
Where were you?
Dude, I was smoking with a Rastafari.
How did this happen? When was this?
No, I mean, like, I was just a Rasta guy that I knew, a Rastafari, bro. I was like, yo, he's like, oh, let's roll a blunt, smoke a blunt. Had a few bongs, bro. Had some edibles on that same fucking day. I was so high, man. I'm not making this up. I walked home backwards.
How far were you from home?
And that's the last that I smoked weed. 400, 300 meters, so not far from me. I walked home backwards.
Was that fun enough for you, bro?
I was fucked up because I tried to open my gate facing away from the gate. Yo, shit's crazy.
What did I do? What is some funny weed stories for me, bro? I just do weird shit, bro. It's just like shit
what?
that I shouldn't do.
You put stuck a carrot in your ass. What do you
Just
think?
the order of things gets messed up. The memory loss. I'm like busy trying to make pasta. Then I'm making tea. The munchies. The dopamine.
Yeah.
Listening to music.
That's one of the biggest fuck ups. Yeah, like you're looking for your phone while you're holding a type of shit.
Yeah. I don't even know.
That's an effect of weed.
We have a question here in the stream.
Shut up, man. Why did the chicken cross the road? You mean why? Oh, why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. Is it because it crossed the road? I don't know, man. Tell me why the fuck did the chicken cross the road? Since when did chicken cross roads?
Whose chicken crossed the road, bro?
Just got a loose chicken running around the streets now. Is that what's happening? Dogs, not even dogs. I'm talking about chicken. Aren't chickens supposed to be in farms, bro? Okay. Ah, man, that's wild.
Cool. Anyone got any questions? Otherwise, what else, bro? So you don't drink, you don't smoke?
I drink. I'm trying to cut alcohol out as well.
Man's getting focused.
Yeah, I think.
What stage of your life would you say you're in, you know? How do you see your next 5 years?
Oh, man, I see it. I would love it to be beautiful, man. I want it to be blessed. There's a lot I'm trying to achieve.
What can the people expect from you, bro?
From me, personally,
Yeah.
what you can expect the next 5 years? Man, you can expect me to be on every single channel you turn your TVs to.
I love that, bro.
That's you can expect me on your ads, on your Instagram ads. You can expect me.
What will you be selling to the people, bro?
Man, shows, man. Shows, that's what I'll be selling. Tickets, man. You'll be coming to those shows. We're gonna be rolling over and over one another. That's what I'm working on. Cooking on that for the next 5 years.
Okay, cool.
Establishing myself much better as a comedian.
What would be your dream show?
My dream show, man, is what do you mean?
Maybe location or how do you see your shows evolving? Who inspires you?
My first one-man show I want to have is at a homecoming center.
Is this upcoming?
Well, I'll be opening for a guy this is so fucking weird. So when I started comedy, I told myself that if I'm gonna have a one-man show, it's gonna be at the homecoming center. Literally a year and a half later, I get invited to open for a guy at the homecoming center, the very place I would like to have a one-man show at.
Wow.
And that's not even 3 years yet. And in 3 years is when I want to have my one-man show at the homecoming center. So it's weird because it's already like getting me into spots where I'm like, I know the guy that organizes the homecoming center. I've got his number now. Like, he knows who I am. We chat and everything. It's just like I've got, connections in. It's weird, but it's all aligning. Hence is me trying to cut out the weed, cut out the drinking,
Trying
just
to get the
more
vision
focused,
clearer.
and go hard at it more. Like, just no distractions. I mean, if I want to drink, I'm not saying I'm not gonna, but if I ever do drink, it should be towards my accomplishments, nothing else.
And more intentionally, I think.
And more intentionally.
It's understanding why are we craving the alcohol? Why are we craving whatever it might be? You know, it's not necessarily something wrong with it, but just understanding. Are we wanting to drink because we desiring connection? Are we feeling lonely? Are we drinking to celebration, or are we drinking to escape?
To escape.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, when you're cheersing, it's like abundance. It's like Viking. It's like we have enough alcohol that we don't mind if some spills.
Yeah.
You know, there's something beautiful in that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's about uniting people, and not drinking alone is the difference. You
Yeah.
know, we drinking and we inviting people. You know, I don't drink myself, but you know, it depends. It can bring people together. You know, we
Yeah,
can't
it does.
deny that. You know, you look
100%.
at sports and look at alcohol; they're very linked.
Yeah.
Which is interesting with rugby in South Africa.
Yeah, I mean, but that's from an audience perspective. It does bring us together, like you said. But I think the reason I used to drink is not because we were trying to get together. I was just trying to get lit. When you just drink and you just get lit, like you have no fucking actual good reason. Like, yeah, it's a weekend, let's drink.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why you're drinking? Just because it's a weekend?
Yeah.
That's 1,000 rand you could have saved. Like,
Facts.
chill at home, bro. Like,
invest in yourself.
invest in
bro.
yourself. Work on your shit. Like, there's so much, and you can't tell me the thing of I can drink some and trying to work on my material. Nigga, you're gonna be writing drunk jokes.
Yeah.
You're gonna go on stage sober, but you sound drunk.
Have you ever done that?
What?
Have
Drunk
you-
on stage? I can handle myself when I am drunk. I don't lose myself when I am drunk. So I have gone on stage, but I would never go on stage ever again high. That I would never do.
Have you done that?
Done it once, man.
Tell us.
Shout out to Jared Pillay, my boy there, man.
Did he help you out?
Eh?
Did he help you out?
Yo, dude, it was his show. He had an open mic at OBS.
Okay.
Crown Culture, man. Pull up there. I don't smoke weed anymore, but for some reason, something like, just take a puff. It's just a puff. It's just... And I'm supposed to go on stage next. Took my puff, man. And next thing you know, shit, is this guy just left the podcast.
You good? I'm listening,
The
bro.
level of disrespecting
Disrespect.
you people that's watching this podcast is intense.
Would you like some water, bro?
I'm still waiting on an answer.
Dude, yeah, these people ask questions in their depth, bro. They're
Dude,
like,
are you not the one that just typed that question out? Okay, no. Yeah, man, so I smoked my weed and then I got on stage and I froze.
damn, that's not great. And like, how bad did you freeze?
Because I was having a self-talk in my mind.
Self-talk in your mind.
Yeah, like I was holding a microphone in my head. I was like, why the fuck are they looking at me? Why is everyone staring at me like this? So I literally did a set for like 45 seconds, a minute. And I was like, thank you, I'm out. Got into my car and I drove straight home, went to sleep. Paranoid as fuck.
Sounds traumatic, bro.
Very bad, dude. Never again.
Why do you think that is? Do you think the weed these days is a bit stronger than it used to be?
No, man, I think I overthink. I like being in control of my surrounding. I love feeling in control.
And I think that's really what it's about. People need to do what works for them, bro. And I think you shouldn't be listening to
if
peer
you
pressure.
can control yourself while you're high, smoke. You know what I mean? Like, if you can control...
But if you can control yourself while sober and you have a reality that you enjoy, why even feel the need to smoke?
Why feel the need to smoke?
And I think it's being mindful that smoking anything is not healthy. That I think is part of the message.
I don't know. I mean, you can use cannabis as a way of health.
So that's the thing. Cannabis has the health benefits, but
It
just
does.
we just gotta be mindful of smoking as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're abusing it... Just
Moderation is an interesting thing.
Yeah, bro. That's 100%. I mean, if you just wake and baking every single day for no good reason, you just... you know what I mean? Sleeping, like, you just wake
So
and
I think there's a big, especially in South Africa, there's a big unemployed population.
Yeah.
So there might be people smoking
To escape that reality.
to escape that reality. Maybe what would be your message to them?
Look, man.
Or maybe even to your younger self. I don't know how. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because that's right. People do smoke to get to escape. Some people smoke to escape the reality and trying to forget how bad their life is. But nothing good comes out of that, man. Absolutely zero. Nothing good comes of trying to smoke to escape a reality. 'Cause what you are doing is you're basically delaying.
There we go, that's a good word.
You are delaying your your fucking dreams, man. Because the time that you are high, just because you're escaping, I mean, you can get high and work. You could get high and literally like do amazing things. There are people that are artists that smoke weed and are great artists we follow. But if you are smoking weed because you're trying to escape in reality, that's sad because now what you are doing is literally, like I said, you are delaying your dreams that you could have been working on. You know what I mean? So stop for moments. If you really love smoking weed, like religiously, at least just stop for a moment and refocus, recenter, and find out how far you have come and are you happy where you're at right now and what you can do to change that. And if you still feel like after you've gotten that answer, you still have the need to go back to the weed, but let it complement each other. Don't let the weed overtake. Is what I want to say. Like that's it, man. For anyone that's just using weed to escape the reality, you are delaying your dreams. You could have been much further without it.
Facts. And that's definitely something I relate to. Sometimes I feel like, why did it take this long to get to where I am now? You know, and I think about that about myself, but I think about that for other young people and just other people in general. Our generation is one of the most educated generations.
100%.
But people are struggling to find jobs. People are struggling to find their place in the world. To create their place in the world, I think no one's going to give you permission. No one gives you a comedian degree. No one says, here's a comedian course. This is how you become a stand-up comedian, right? And
even if you do get one, it's...
Who sold it to you? And...
I've never bought a course.
Good. See, like,
and
you taught yourself.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, right? And I think that's exactly what you're saying. You don't need the resources. You don't need... Like, the reason you are where you are today is not that you're, like, better than anyone else. Like...
It's because you just recenter yourself and dig deeper. And so I brought that 2 months period where I was alone. I was sleeping in a car for 2 months. Like, so much was happening in my mind that I had no choice.
Run us through that, bro. Give whatever you want to share. What was the beginning like? What led up to that? How were you feeling, thinking?
So I think the way I was raised is to be responsible for my own actions. Like, as a kid, if I got bullied at school and I went home, this is true, and I told my brother there was a kid that bullied me at school, he would hit me. Because I can't expect him, who's like fucking 28 years old, to go and beat a kid that's about 13 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll tell me that, yo, if someone's bullying you, man, you gotta man the fuck up and handle that. So that's how I've been raised my whole life. So when that situation came where I was living with a lady actually, and the habits were not like
compatible.
It was not compatible at all. It was a very toxic relationship. So I was living in my own separate place. She was in the same house. We were sharing it. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll come home late. She'll come home late, and then she'll play music. Or I'll be playing music, and then it's just like, dude, I want to sleep, or she want to sleep, and it's just not working out. And it got to a point where we had an argument, like actually we were about to fight with the parents. You know, the parents were there. Yeah, and it was crazy. And that's the night I was like, you know what, this is not gonna work out. I need to leave now. Like, I don't know where I was gonna go, but I knew that it was gonna stay longer. It's gonna get worse. You know what I mean?
Would you say like your whole life changed in that moment?
Yeah, I think it changed because that's where I found comedy. In that dark moment where I was like, because I had my stuff kept at my friend's place. And then for 2 months, I was just sleeping in a car. And when you sleep in a car, bro, it's like, you're just looking forward to the next day, bro. Sleep, wake up, and then brush your fucking hair. Find a way to take a shower and keep moving. And with that, you become more isolated. And you're isolated, certain things run through your mind. Either good or bad. You can either choose, like, so many ways. People can be sort of thinking of suicides. Other people can think of how to become better themselves. Other people can think of, just settling and how they can just settle just by being there, stuck there, you know what I mean? For me, in that moment, I found a way to question myself. Like, what do you genuinely want to do, man? You know, like, okay, you are going to get a place or whatever, but what do you just want to get a place and continue doing what you are doing right now?
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, I just want to do stand-up. And that's just isolation, because I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I was sober-minded every single day. and I was isolated, and that forced me to think clearer. But like, yo, this is genuinely what I want to do.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I actually want to push this. And when I got into it for the first time, it just naturally came out. I didn't write the joke. I didn't have anything scripted. I just grabbed the mic and I started yelling at the mic about my uncle that drowned, whatever the fuck. And the audience kind of they were like, okay, cool, we see that. And I just kept mumbling and then to a point where I was like, okay, I think it's time I start writing some jokes. Or like, at least it is funny, but what if I put it down on page and see where I can twist it a bit to make it funnier?
Facts.
You know, but it all came through that isolation period that I had.
Wow. And I mean, I find that very interesting because, you know, throughout history, there's like pilgrimages that people go on, especially in all like the religious textures. There's these long journeys people do. People used to walk. People used to take horses. People didn't have planes to do quick travel.
Yeah.
You know, we live in such a fast world where people don't have much silence. People have earphones. People have TikTok. People are eating something, drinking something.
Always occupied.
Dopamine, something, you know, reading, listening. And even more so, like, you know, I think there's something so, that isolation.
Yeah, you have to isolate. Even now, I do still isolate myself.
Okay.
If I've gone on for too hard, like for like 4 months straight, I'm just active on social media and everything. I literally just switch my phone off for a week.
Nice.
I don't know who's gonna phone me, who's gonna text me, but for that week, I'll be alone, no phone, and I just move through that week.
Wow.
Without texting or anything. I always isolate myself.
Show us, what does that week look like? What's your ideal
That
week?
week looks like me.
Is it a recovery week? What do you...
It looks like
what do you
genuinely
like to do,
just, it's just me. It's just whatever the fuck I want to do, I'll do. So I wouldn't really engage in things like going to movies or anything like that. I would just engage more in things of me just being me, man. Isolating myself, meaning if I'm keeping my phone away, why the fuck am I going to movies? It's pretty much the same thing as entertainment. So when I isolate myself,
even another example is going to the movies and being on your phone.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's not the same thing as at least your phone. Yeah, but it's similar. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So I isolate myself away from the world, so I'll be more alone. I'll probably wouldn't even go to any shows.
Wow.
I'll just be silent, be on my own, make my food at home, chill at home.
Have you ever heard of the Vipassana meditation retreat?
No.
So I went to it in Worcester. It's a 10-day meditation retreat.
Okay.
You don't speak for 10 days.
Okay.
Don't have your phone for 10 days.
Cool.
They cook for you. You can't complain about the food. There's no ego.
Cool.
It's not a restaurant. It's not a hotel. You can't say that I paid for this meal.
Yeah.
You don't pay. But after you've done it, you can donate. And that's that you might like that, bro.
Yeah, man. There's so many ways you can go
that's
about
a
it.
challenge because that's a meditation.
Yeah.
And it's even brutal because you don't like exercise much. You don't get to like stretch much. You're like sitting.
What I don't like is I don't like obligations.
You want to do it in your way.
In my way. But I know there's like, even though people now when they finish a trick and then like they want to find themselves, they take gap years. That gap year is like, I need to go out there and find myself.
Yeah.
Isolate myself, go out and see what the other world is like. You know what I mean? So there's so many ways you can go about it. Just have to find something that you
resonates.
are comfortable with, that resonates with you, and then you stick with it.
100%. Is there any other interests that you have? If it wasn't comedy, where would you see yourself?
Fitness.
Fitness, facts.
Yeah,
That makes
coaching,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Definitely. I'm planning on doing it right now.
Would you ever do like comedy coaching? Comedy mastermind group.
So, what I'm going to be doing soon, starting let's say 2 weeks from now, thank God I was able to save up some money and invest it into a camera and then get myself a lens. So I'm going to start shooting content, videos about fitness, but I'll be making fun of the stuff that I'm doing.
Yes.
So I'll be like gymming, but like I'll be gymming and talking shit like.
Dude, I think this is just your alter ego just shitting on you. I think you just want an excuse to fucking.
So I'll be like pumping, you know what I mean? But I'll be talking shit that you can hear. Like, I'll be like, oh, fuck this bicep, man. You keep doing this, it looks like you're scumbling, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're masturbating, this is weird. But you're actually doing like an actual arm workout, you know what I mean? And then I'll have like something that says, you know, do 4 sets of these, like 7 reps, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you my routine, but it'll just be goofy as fuck.
That sounds like a good idea, bro.
Like I be squatting talking about, you know what exercise you actually call this? It's called getting a fat ass to steal your man. That's what you call this. Ladies know this. You know what I mean? But I'll be super serious while I'm doing it.
Bro, yeah, maybe even get some like models to collaborate with you.
Yeah,
bro,
I mean,
get the ladies involved.
It's something different, bro.
You know
No
what
one
I'm
does
saying?
it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, dude. And short form comedy is where it's at, and video of comedy, it's where it's at, bro. Comedians are popping on YouTube, bro. And it's a content grind.
It's a
You know, but
content
you have to
grind.
have fun with it. You got to invest in it, bro.
You have to have
You
fun
know?
because I love it. I do it. I gym every single day. I feel like gymming. You know what I mean? So it's naturally something.
What
my
would you
body
say the importance
craves.
of gym is for you?
Number one, it's health. Number two, it's a hobby. Number one, actually supposed to be the hobby part, and then number two is that it's for my health purposes. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
enjoy going to the gym. I'm scared to get old, and then
Scared to get old.
yeah, you need people to just be carrying around. I mean, you are eventually gonna hit that point, but I want to delay that point.
Yeah. So you're actually quite into longevity and health.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on any supplements?
Personally, I only fuck with 3 supplements. Anabolic.
Sacre's most important 3 supplements.
Yeah, man, that's anabolic.
Steroids.
I was thinking of steroids. I was actually thinking of
No.
no anabolic mass gainer. Anabolic mass gainer. That's my number.
Hey,
that's
you
my
need a
go-to.
sponsorship, bro. You need a sponsorship.
Hey man, let's see what the Lord has in store, bro. We don't know what's ahead. But let's just say anabolic mass builder.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a creatine for bulk, and then number 3, I could go with. But creatine is good for strength as well, so anabolic and that is good. Number 3, I could probably go.
What does anabolic even mean?
So you get hyperbolic and you get anabolic. I think anabolic it's more building the muscle, so it's more about the protein. Like whereas hyperbolic is more about like also gaining, but it contains more calories in it.
Okay, it's more for bulking.
Yeah, it's more for like, but in a shitty bulking because I mean it also depends on brands. I personally use what's the brand called Nutritech. That's my go-to.
Shout out Nutritech.
That's shout out to those names. Hey man, that's
But we'll tag them and then get you a sponsorship. Bro.
Hey, they're anabolic. I feel like I'm making a sale in my head.
You are, no?
Basically, I am. If you think about it.
If you want to look like Sacre,
Hey,
purchase
Nutritech, anabolic, mass builder, non-steroid. That's the one, brother.
Not steroids, guys. Not to be confused with steroids.
Yeah, I know anabolic goes with steroids. I just was a protein shake, anabolic, mass builder.
Dude, you need your own protein shake brand.
Eh?
Sacre protein.
Sacre, bro. I want to have
Sacre.
one day, bro. A protein brand. It would be nice, dude. Just to have
You see,
one.
something that's good for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's
we're not
promoting
selling
health.
Coke or sugar. Or...
Yeah, we promoting health. But like, yeah, that's my go-to, man.
And the third, you were gonna say there was a third. Sorry,
The
I
third
cut you
one,
off.
yeah,
bad.
my bad. It's your bad. The third one will definitely have to be. I'll probably go with a nice, pre-workout. Yeah, a pre-workout from NPL. That's
And what do you think about pre-workout addictions and caffeine?
Yeah.
And some people maybe take it too far. Or
Some people take it too far. You know what I mean? Like it's like weed, bro. If you're overdoing it, then your tolerance gets fucking high. Then you want to go higher. Then you don't even feel. The thing is, then you gotta take breaks so that you can bring the tolerance. That's too much. Like calm the fuck down. Just take a scoop every day. Take a scoop. It's gonna do the job. That's people that abuse fucking dude. You're laughing.
you're passionate about this. Bro.
I am super
This is
passionate.
a public service announcement, bro.
People that abuse pre-workout, bro, they need Christ in their life. Honestly. Why, bro? Take a scoop and go gym. You know what I mean? It's gonna do the job. I want 3. I want 4. What the fuck? That's how you mess up your tolerance. You know what I mean? Like, keep it basic.
Facts.
But yeah, so it's gonna be those 3, and my creatine is always pure white. It's a
pure white, dog.
Okay, I that sound nice.
Pure white, bro.
It sound like I'm putting race into this. I'm not at all. But like, yo,
Oh, I wasn't thinking race. I was thinking.
but yo, it has to be. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, cocaine's. Okay. Hey, we don't. I don't do coke, bro. Come on. Okay. Nah, it made me feel like I actually do coke. Okay.
Okay, he didn't mean that type of pure white. He meant creatine.
Creatine, I think it's a monohydrate. I think that's the one. If I'm not wrong.
Mistaken.
Because now you get bodybuilders here. This nigga is talking about creatine. I don't even know which one. Calm the fuck down. I'm not an expert just yet. I want to take a course on it. Personal training.
Or are we pursuing personal training? Or are you pursuing comedy? Can you merge the two?
I'm trying to merge it.
Are you coaching yourself while you're touring the world, doing shows?
So what I will do for the public is I'll have what you call it, a program on my fitness things that I do. For someone that wanna look like me or wanna learn how to gym or whatever.
Okay.
That will be online. So I'm not gonna be out here like, hey, press left, go 12. No, I'm not gonna be doing that online thing. I'll just have it online for those that are curious as to how they can maybe get started in the gym for beginners. Okay, is that like Sean Malawi?
I'm gonna show you this guy. I met this guy when I was in Bali, dude. So he follows me.
Nice.
But
you don't follow back.
He posts a lot of fitness stuff, bro. It's a bit spammy.
It's gonna bomb you.
But he's got this is a good layout that maybe you could follow. Like he sells a course. I just wanted to show you, get your reaction maybe. But he sells supplements and he's kind of always reacting to stuff that's already trending.
Yeah.
A little bit of captions, some advice.
My thing would be more
how would you
based.
make it different? Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what most people are doing.
Yeah.
But
if you want to draw any inspiration.
I want to talk shit while I'm gymming.
You want to have fun, bro. You want to have fun. You want to make it fun for yourself. You want to encourage yourself to do it more,
talking shit like, oh my god, I feel like I'm running from the cops right now. But I'm actually exercising.
Facts.
I think that's gonna go viral. Shut up. I'll come back to the podcast. Hopefully, we're gonna get this viral as well.
You're gonna have to give a thumbs up if you want an episode 2 with my brother Sacre. We're gonna have to run this back and see where you are in your life again.
Yeah, and we want to see how far the podcast is, man.
Yeah. Blessings. Subscribe. Comment.
Yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and
do a backflip, whatever you need to do, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Are we feeling like ending there? Or any questions we're missing? Anything you still want to touch on?
No, not much. Is there anything you want to ask?
We've kind of covered on where you came from, where you're at, what's next. Even the show. How did this show come about, and what different shows have you done, and how do you separate the different types of shows you've done? Like, how would you categorize it? How many of this size have you done? How many of this size have you done? What's the biggest audience you've performed to, would you say?
Nice. How I categorize the shows, so you get open mics.
Yeah.
And then you get paid gigs that's coming from other comics. And what they usually... So open mics is where I just practice jokes.
Yeah.
I go there, I try new material. New material. And in the paid gigs from other comics, they want you to do well because they're paying you. You know what I mean? So they want you to do what they've heard you done before. And just why they're booking you. However, that's where you can also play with it and try and squeeze some things that are new from the
that might
open
fit this
mics.
audience. Or...
Yeah, from the open mic. Just squeeze them in there. I'll try that in those type of crowds. You know what I mean? Because then you're performing in front of roughly 50 people. You know what I mean? Usually 50, 70 maximum. You know what I mean? Usually that's
a lot of people.
It's quite a lot. Yeah, it's yeah. So that's where I'll try and keep myself. And then you get open, where you're opening for people. We're doing corporate gigs. That's where I'm more strict about my delivery. Then I list my stuff out strictly I'm going with this show as an opener, this is my closing, this is the middle in here, and this I'm going to stick with it, and this is the time I'm going to have to do on this specific stage, depending on what those people want me to do.
Yeah.
So they want me to open for 10 minutes, I'll be open for 10 minutes. This is the open joke, closing joke, and this is the in-between. Sometimes I'll push myself by fucking around myself, by in the middle, put in the last joke in the middle, just to see where the fuck I'm going to end. Surprise myself, you know what I mean? But that's just out of myself. So and then that's where you performing in front of maybe 120 people. The one I'll be opening now is in front of 320 people.
Wow.
So that would be the biggest I'll ever do at this point in my career.
And are there still tickets available?
There are still tickets available. It's happening the 14th of September at the Homecoming Theatre in Cape Town. opposite the Parliament.
14 September, so that's in what? Less than 30
Literally
days.
about
Less than a month.
Less than a month, man. It's happening.
Be there.
You have to.
Link in the description.
Yeah,
book a ticket.
Link will be description. Book a ticket, pull through, and watch me live. It's gonna be incredible. Man.
What can they expect?
Laughter, bro. Hey, bro. Let's pull up. That's it, man.
Bro.
That's
Beautiful.
it. Yeah.
So you've done a lot of different shows, would you say?
I wouldn't say a lot of different because I haven't traveled out of the country yet or out of the
You've done a lot of different venues.
I've done in Cape Town. I think I've done all the venues.
How many different venues would you say?
Whew, I think I've hit pretty much about, if I'm not exaggerating, at least plus minus 50 venues.
So is that evidence that Cape Town has a good comedy scene?
Yeah, I think currently Cape Town is doing the best right now in terms of compared to Joburg, Durban, PE. I think Cape Town in terms of venues and the different types of Cape Town is running right now.
How do you see comedy in Cape Town evolving?
I think the cats we have right now, I think Joburg have one of the best comics. But I've also seen that in comedy Cape Town, bro, it's a bit slaggy in terms of the comics that we do have. Also because of the work to be putting in. It's less, it's not efficient. Even though we've got a lot of venues, which gives us more time to practice the jokes. But I think it's...
Do you think there's that stereotype of the lazy Cape Town person?
I think that could be the case. I'll put it like that.
You have the ocean, you have the mountains, what more do you need?
Yeah, like there's no gears, man. Like, they thrive, like, this week I'm gonna try a new 5. Fuck that. I'm gonna try a new 3 minutes. That's because I did this at home. Like, oh shit, he just did a new 5. I want to do a new 5. You know what I mean? There's no that competitiveness. It's just like you have to push yourself to do it. You know what I mean? Even though we got amazing venues, man, people are running gigs every fucking day of the week. There's a gig probably happening tonight somewhere. If you go on social media, you'll find there's a gig happening on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know what I mean? Like there's a gig every single day.
I think if you want it bad enough, you'll get there.
Yeah.
But my question is, where does this work ethic come from for you?
I think it's from my whole life, man. My whole life. Like in anything I do, I put my heart to it. Even when I played rugby, you know, I wasn't the best guy on the field. I was the shittiest catcher. If the ball was, everyone knew, like if a ball was coming, they were just praying that I'll fucking catch the ball. If I caught the ball, the coach would clap, like in the game, bro. You know what I mean? So like, but at the same time, I put my heart to it. You know what I mean? When I played soccer, same thing. I put my heart to it. I'd connect myself to whatever's happening in that moment. Yeah. So it's always carried out throughout my whole life, like that work ethic of, like pulling up here. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, how far am I? I'm against it. You know what I mean? Because it's a podcast, my first podcast doing. So like, shout out to my boy Felix, man. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel because it's lit. It's
we just getting started, but this is just proof. Everybody starts somewhere, bro.
Everyone starts somewhere.
And there's no excuse, bro. If you want it, you make it happen. And nowadays we have so many opportunities. Everybody should be starting a podcast. Yeah. Everybody should be putting themselves out there, trying comedy, trying things. If you like it, cool. I've tried comedy. We haven't done too well. Yeah. But it's cool to push yourself and try things, you know? And I think people need to be more confident in who they are. But I think to figure out who you are, you need to know who you're not. You know, maybe did you try a lot of other things before you found comedy?
Yeah, like I mentioned, rugby, athletic, a lot of sports. And like I said, I mentioned I only did that because people suggested it to me, not because I felt comfortable doing it. So that's where the who you're not comes in.
Facts. And I think I see it seems like you're quite into self-growth. I mean, sport, you're growing your physical strength and gym and comedy. Would you say, how has comedy affected your life or affected your personal growth?
I think comedy just brings the genuine me out, like my thoughts out.
It brings your thoughts out.
Yeah, it tells you what I think. The fitness side of things is stabilizing my mentality. I go in, I come out, I feel good, I feel healthy, I feel like I've accomplished something for the day. Yeah. I feel like I can take the day on. When I get on stage, I'm just having fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's effortless kind of thing.
And you don't feel any need to give yourself permission to have fun? I see some people struggle with that. Maybe it's like, oh, now I can have fun because the work's done, or
Okay, no, yeah, I think I do get a pressure before I go on stage of I need to perform now. Holy shit, I'm going on now? What the fuck? Oh my god, I have to go on now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get a pressure.
Yeah.
But when you're on that stage and I grab that mic, it's like, I'm here. Hey, how you guys doing? Like, what the fuck? You know, like, oh, is that your ex? You guys have a dinner with your ex? You know, it's like, shut up. Like, it's just sort of.
Do you try and get to know the audience?
I don't like crowd work. I just like coming on stage and telling my jokes. And I'm out. But like, if I am in a situation where there's maybe a heckler that needs that attention, then I'm like, dude, how old are you, man? You shouldn't be drinking that much, you know, like.
Do you
how
just
would
roast the hecklers?
I don't think
you
I
say?
roast them. I don't think I roast them. I make
Should
them feel
you?
bad.
Okay.
You should, but for me, I like to make you feel like this is my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. Then I like to give them example like, what if you and like working with KFC, hypothetically speaking, and you're like handling the ice cream machine. Just make me feel bad. Make them feel bad for what they just did. That's what I do.
A little guilt trip.
Yeah, and then I like to get the whole crowd to be just silent as opposed to them specifically. Like I'm tuning it, and I'm like, and every time you're trying to put this ice cream in a cone, some asshole, which is them, keeps running by and keep hitting your hand. Every time you try to put the ice cream, how are you gonna feel about that? And I ask him, how are you gonna feel about that? Then the general answer was like, you know, you feel shit. You know what I mean?
So what I'm hearing is you are the voice of reason in a world of chaos.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to
The
put
only
it.
person speaking sense.
Kind of. But I speak nonsense after I speak the sense. Because now what happens in the room is like, yeah, they're blaming it on him now, or she, for heckling. Because she just admitted. Then I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel right now. I'm on stage, I'm doing my job, and you keep interrupting with my show. It's not cool. And I said as serious as I possibly could. And after that, then I've got to work on bringing the jokes back. Okay, let's not get too serious. Because it just got very serious. So now the crowd is cold. Now I've got to work on warming them up again. Cracking a joke. And then trying to win them back again. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's the ideal order? Or ideally no heckler. It destroys the
heckler.
routine. It destroys the momentum.
Then it's just me and the audience. Then I can judge my material properly.
Okay, so your advice to a comedian that maybe has a heckler, you need to work through that.
If you knew it's quite difficult because now you've never done crowd, you know what crowd work really is. But if you have a heckler, man, dude, depending on your character, your personality, for me personally, like I said, I would tune the person. I would literally stop my material and like actually give them the attention that they want. I literally sit next to them, I come off the stage, I'm like, yo man, how would you feel if, you know what I mean? Make you feel shit. That's what I'll do. And then go back to the material. Because at the end of the day, it's your job. It's not like you are playing fun and games on that stage. It's your actual job. You do it as a profession.
And if you're just new to comedy, you might not feel that way. Or
if you're just new to the comedy, you might not give a fuck at all. Like I remember when I started off, I didn't really give a fuck if someone was talking. But when you start to do it, you take it serious and you love the thing. It becomes a passion. You become more like, you know, you take offense when you're actually trying to deliver something and someone out there at the back is fucking making cocktails. What the fuck? I'm trying to tell a joke. You're disturbing. You know what I mean? But that happens a lot in club comedies. And that's just something that you have to appreciate because that's where you build yourself. That's like the dungeon club. People are there, they're drunk, they're intoxicated. There's people making cocktails at the back. There's probably music playing upstairs. But then you're trying to get the jokes out there still. That's a dungeon. That's where you become strong. For the days where you are going to perform for 320 people.
Is that not full circle, brother?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to
you,
that.
bro.
Shout
Upcoming
out,
show,
shout out.
320 people.
Hey, man. Shout out to Sia for putting me on, man. Big shout out to that dude.
Cool, I think that's a good note to end the podcast on. What do you think, bro?
I think that's a pretty one, man. Just, yeah.
Come to the show. Check him out on all social medias. Linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Stay love, bro.